And with these clear skies, the rain is gone. We're gonna go ahead and be able to film in a really good spot here, shaded a little bit. It is not too hot at all after it rained for a couple hours today. So the subject in today's video is basically, how do you know that your 4Runner is lifted enough and when is too much? So the lift kit I have on mine is the Dobinson's 2.5 to 3 inch. So I believe it's right around 3 inches. It's pretty much the highest it could go for this lift kit. There are some people that lift theirs higher, you know, have a better stance and probably than I do, I guess, on this. I think my stance is pretty good. I think it's clean for what it is. In my honest opinion, 3 inches is enough on this 4Runner. I did a lot of not research, but asking around, I guess, people's opinions, questions, looking up different Google images, forums and stuff like that. Just kind of getting doing a little research to basically see what lift kit kind of rode the best, the in between, if I did ever go trailing or anything with this. Not that I really ever will, but which one will ride the most for this, or ride the best for the street. The Dobinson's right around that $2,300 mark is how much this lift kit cost. It seemed to fit perfectly and be the best, and I took a chance on it, and in my opinion, I've had it for a couple months now. I think it rides perfect. It obviously rides better than stock or factory. And it's paired with these JBA front control arms. You can see them right there. And then also just the accessories and everything that goes with that. So to answer the first part is going to be pretty subjective, obviously, because different people are going to have different opinions on what they feel looks good, what they feel looks best, how much money you want to spend. But this is pretty much, if you're looking to, save up a little bit for a good lift kit, so that's somewhere in the budget, but it's not the worst one, and it's not going to be the best one, obviously, but it's going to be pretty high up there, above average. I would recommend the Dobinson's IMS lift kit. It's 3 inches pretty much all around, and I've had zero issues with it. It probably would do just as good, if not better, than the Bilstein one. And the reason I didn't go with that one is because upon doing questioning and asking other people that own these 4Runners and have had these lift kits, everyone said they had either the Bilstein or strayed away from it after hearing people say that they went ahead and got it and switched over to a Dobinson's because it rode too rough. It wasn't as good as this one. And now Bilstein makes really good stuff. The 5th gen 4Runner we have has the Bilstein, I forgot what number it is, but that lift kit on it, and that one rides really smooth and really nice. Obviously, it's going to drive and ride a little bit better than this one because it's a newer vehicle, but at the same time, this one does just as well. So that's why I went with this one. But when you're getting into stuff like that, so kind of like long travel, the CV axles, I believe they're actually called extended travel from Napa, so they're a couple inches longer, I believe, or the boot is. You're going to start to run into problems like that. Your track bar as well, or pan hard bar, there's a relocation kit where these little brackets, I'll come around and show you right here. There you go, you can see the core 4x4, and you can see that they're painted black, that right there. So there is work to be done even when lifting this 3 inches. You don't have to do it, but they're recommended accessories to kind of preventive maintenance and kind of help the vehicle out a little bit. There's nothing wrong with going with a higher lift or having a wider stance, but in my opinion, my humble and honest opinion, this is about as high and as wide as I would go. Obviously, it's the factory wheel width. Nothing's further out or anything. And for people that always ask what wheels these are the Method Race wheels with a Toyo AT3. They don't rub whatsoever. Close to it, but they don't. And the size of them is, there you go, 265/70/17 on a 17-inch wheel. So I always get that question every time I post a video. No one goes to look at the videos I posted previously, so hopefully that answers any questions. But when is it too much to lift your vehicle? I'd say when you can't even really drive it. It's like lowering a car, like being in the Mustang game a little bit. It's like when you have a lowered Mustang or even a Honda and you start scraping your exhaust everywhere. I've seen exhaust knocked off driving down the highway because the car is too low and it hit something. Bumpers, chin spoilers get cracked, messed up. hanging off. At that point, some people just don't even drive around with a front bumper. So you got to take it into consideration like that. Like also stance, like camber in your wheels. When is it too much with doing that? Because you're constantly going through tires, just dumb shit like that. So, I mean, that's my just basic, honest opinion. I know it's not too in-depth about it, but this is where I think, I think this is perfect. 2.5 to 3 inches on these vehicles. This platform looks good. You're still able to use it for whatever necessity you have. You're able to utilize it for everything that it's, needed to do. You're able to use it as you were factory, basically. It just has a better look, in my opinion. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope that helps every single one of you out that stopped by.